Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the seventh edition of Open House. How's everybody doing? And of course, I'm the House of Chayton, Urban Cowboy himself, with my. This is not an Exiled Outcast episode, even though it's just two of us, as you can tell by the backdrop. But I'm, of course, here with my guest at this time, Dan.
So,
And what do you call it? Trying to think exactly where to begin, because this is something that I feel is
it's kind of heavy. Let's just be real. It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
And like it's heavy enough that we were going to record the episode of The Outcasts, and it just needed to be talked about, right?
Yeah.
So I'll lead if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like you and I do a podcast and we have fun doing it, and it's all it has been. It doesn't need to be more than that. Just two friends shooting the shit, talking about random topics. But you deal with a lot of bullshit. You've had to deal with a lot of bullshit. Lest we forget the last year of your life when you went through a fucking. I know we've talked about it on the Outcast. We talked about it privately. Some of it was self-imposed, something you did that you fucked up. But the way things are going currently, you're on your way back to fucking battle, right? Like, let's just call it what it is. Another fucking internet feud. And if people want to get mad at me, I was talking to you and I'm your friend. I don't want that for you because I'm your friend. And we all are adults enough here to know what we're talking about. And I asked you straight up how you felt about certain things, and here we are. So now we're having this discussion.
Exactly. And, it's kind of the one thing I've said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. But it gets to a point when you got to ask yourself, when is enough enough? Like, I've been guilty of my fair share of either instigating or trolling or doing this, that, and the third. But even I have been like, especially in the last maybe month or so, it's like that battle I've been having with myself. Engage, do not engage. And I slip up every so often. We all do. But it's just that, I will admit that I have that internal battle regarding the YouTube and stuff. And it's something, and I've also openly admitted I'm a very impulsive individual, which is why when we discussed about doing this, not only for the Outcast episode to not be martyred, the one that we did yesterday to be martyred by what we're doing today, we decided to put it off the next day. But I thought it'd be better also just to kind of let things play out, and maybe certain things would change, certain things wouldn't, and it's just more of the same.
Exactly. And like we recorded that episode we did yesterday, like on Monday, didn't come out till Friday, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, maybe no one understood what we were trying to say there, or that the context, I felt the context, and I believe you felt the context of that played into what had gone on throughout the week, and maybe that would have cooler heads would have prevailed. But no, it seems that people have their own agendas. Fine. If you want to have your agenda, you want to fight with people, cool. But again, I'll say it like I said before, you're my friend, and I'm not going to sit here and watch you be martyred because you're trying to pull arms and help people who, in my opinion, nobody, like you just went through shit. Why would they want you to go through more? And not that anybody's forcing you to get involved, but like I said, I'm as your friend saying, don't get involved, leave it alone. We both have opinions on things. But it's ridiculous, Nobody's right here, all right? There's things that have been said and again, I had to educate myself because I've been out of it. And you and I were talking, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to go look into some shit, and I did. And nobody's clean when it comes to a lot of this shit. Nobody. Because it's fucking ridiculous. You don't tell people some of the things that have been said on either side. And this idea of, well, they did this. Well, they did this. Well, they did this. None of you are fucking right. Now, right now, I'm and some of the people that view this content that you and I work together to make, I'm disgusted with some of the things that have been revealed. Without saying names, you don't tell somebody to fucking end their life. You don't fucking, and that's both sides. I've seen it on both sides. You don't tell people to fucking off their children or whatever. I'm disgusted by some of this stuff. And I know I asked you point blank how you felt. And so that was the leading catalyst to this conversation.
Yeah. And this is something I've talked to people in the past. And some people I've just given up on trying to give the advice. I say it's not what the other side is doing. It's what you could do better to be better than that side. But it's just like, certain people, I'm not going to like certain people kind of like, basically I'll say it like this. If you think we're talking about a specific people, if you think we're talking about you or this, that, and the third,
then maybe you should probably look at yourself.
Yeah. If you're not involved, say, why have you been involved? Then
great.
Why you
continue not being involved?
Yeah. Because there are people, and I will give them props that they've kind of been on their own little area and stuck to their side, and whether it's one side or the other, or just the side of I'm doing me, and that's even for example, for myself, that's what I'm trying to do. Unfortunately, on my end, and I've told you this, I've told a few other people this, even though I'm considered by some as a heartless individual, I'm sometimes too nice for my own good. And I'm too compassionate. I'm too, with people I consider friends or consider people that I care about on here or even outside of YouTube, I am too defensive, whether they're in the right or the wrong of the situation. I am too defensive to that. And it's something that I needed to look at myself at, kind of what I said earlier about looking at yourself, or what you said about looking at yourself in the mirror. I've kind of had to look at myself regarding that and be like, hey, what can I do to fix my sense of things? Because instead of trying to fix everybody else's, I need to look at myself.
Well, and that's what I think everybody needs to like own up to. We all fuck up. We all do stuff. Instead of, you know what, because we wear the same colors, we're gonna, band together. Like, we're not fucking savages. And I said that last night to you, or the other night when we were talking about this. We don't drag our knuckles. We're not primates. We're not flinging shit. These are grown individuals who are making their own decisions. So let's hold them accountable on both sides. I mean, I'll point it out. Somebody said to you a while back for you to put your fucking they wanted to put a gun to your head and fucking end your life. And I've talked to my own friends on stream and told them, hey, cut that shit out. Like, look, let's not talk like that. But it works on this side and the side. And I'm not on any side, right? And I've had to clarify this. I'm not on a side. I do a podcast with you because you're my friend and because I care about you as a fucking friend. As your friend, I do not want to see you go through that again. And I know you probably didn't want to admit this, but I'll say it now. You went through a lot, man. You went through a lot in the last year. And again, I'll reiterate it so everybody can hear me loud and clear, so there's no misconstrue of what I'm saying. Some of it was your fault, but that took a toll on you enough that we've talked about it. And that's not a sign of weakness. That's you owning up to what happened. And if anybody calls themselves your friend, they should have been the ones telling you, hey, man, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't, instead of trying to bring it up in your comment sections or bring it up when we're talking about stuff or whatever it may be, it's enough. It's enough. Y'all want to fight and kill each other. Great. You know what? I'm going to take care of my friend. And I'm going to look out for my friend. That's called loyalty. It's what you do. You look out for your friends and you stop them from doing, you even try to protect them from themselves.
Exactly. And like probably there's only a few people on here that I've met through here. I'm not considering people I've met, maybe that I do videos with that I know in real life, but there are only a few people on here that are like know me very well. A lot of other people, like who are in here, even in the chat, they may know bits and pieces and all that, but it's kind of like the whole earning trust thing where, with certain people, like with Dan or others where you know, it like I didn't just be like, oh hey, let me tell you everything about my life day one. You know, it was a slow thing, and I sometimes like what they have always said about Dan, and one thing I've always known is that anything I tell him, he's not going to use it for a clout, if you will. He's not going to use it for his channel or whatever and make and say anything I say to him in confidence. And I'm confident saying he could say the same thing about me. Absolutely. From his point of view. So like some people on here on both sides again. Let's see. As far as, you know, like some of these people on here, I don't have that same trust where I feel like I could tell them everything. Like we talked about, Dan, that you had a conversation with somebody, you know, and all that stuff. We won't say who, but like for example, with me, like me and that individual don't trust each other. So I couldn't be in that same conversation where I'd be like, have a private conversation without worried about being recorded or whatnot, this, that, and the third.
Are you hinting at the conversation I had with someone?
Yeah, and that conversation, and they could tell me that, but it's just that whole situation.
You want me to like talk about that? Because
yeah.
So you were talking to me about this situation that's gone on with a gentleman. He's been brought up enough, so I'm going to leave it at that. Who attempted to end his existence? Let's just put it that way. Is it possible to end it the way he did it? Who knows? You know, because you and I both. I'm not going to go into detail, but you and I have been in a similar situation. Either way, it has nothing to do with the action. It has to do with the intent, right? So, in intent, did something. It was he put it on YouTube, whatever, and he attempted to end his own life, whatever. That's what happened. That's the core of the situation. So instead of hee-hawing and jackassing around, I went straight to the source. I contacted, y'all know him as DH. I haven't talked to the man in years. I reached out to him. I had a conversation. I said, look, I'm not here to start a fight with you. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just wanting to know your side of this. I already have another side. I want to know. Because, right, but like there's one side, there's another side, and then there's the truth in the middle. So I reached out to him, and he was nothing but calm, cool, and collected. We had a conversation. We talked about this and that. And some of the things that I saw really, really bothered me. Look, I am someone, and you can go back, and all you people that keep streams and videos of me and others and whatever know that I value human life above all. That is, I don't care. I think human life is precious. That's me. That's who I am as a person. And when you tell somebody things like, you should slit your own throat, or you should unalive your child, or that we should be animals and, you know, basically kick our young to the fucking ground like the Spartans, I don't agree with that. And I am allowed to feel that way. But then again, to turn around and say that every side is right here, no, because on the other side, people have threatened to put a bullet in Chayton's head. People have threatened to beat him to death. It happened. People said it. But instead of going back and forth and saying, you said this or you said this, how about we be adults and say that there's been wrong on both sides and grow the fuck up? And the people that are saying these things and continue to say them have some accountability. I'm not sitting here telling you what to do with your life. But what I am going to do is you do what you want to do. That's how I feel about it. And I'm also going to look out for my friend. Because this guy over here is my friend. Some people don't like to hear that, but he is my fucking friend. And I'm not going to let him go down a path and get involved with bullshit again. It has nothing to do with a podcast at this point. It has everything to do with me looking out for my friend.
And the thing, like the thing is regarding even myself is like a lot like going to the whole holding people accountable thing. And you could verify this from our private conversations that, you know, always people tell me that, you know, I may not be the best at holding others accountable on my side. I'll admit that right now. But as far as myself saying that I don't hold, like I've openly said, like I fucked up. I've said some heinous things in the past, you know, Like I've not been the best at times. And I've either let my ego or my depression, whatnot, cloud like my judgment. For everybody who says I'm a horrible human being and all that, sometimes I'm too nice for my own good. I'll just be up front. I'm too nice for my own good sometimes. I cannot, and I'd rather.
And like I said, this is one of the things I love about you that people don't get to see. Everybody sees the character, the House of Chayton, or they see the devil and all these other things, these characters you play. No one knows you as Chayton like long. No one sits down and has that conversation. Now, I'm sure that they have those conversations with other people and they're close with other people. I've had the privilege of knowing you as a human being and as a friend. And you have this desire to please everybody. And I know people try to make this is a stereotypical thing to say. I look at you like my little brother. I mean that. And I don't say that as a fucking, oh no, oh wow, he's a little no, I'm saying that because we've talked every other day about life. We don't talk about YouTube. It's you and me kicking and having just chilling. And I know for a fact that you're trying to appease people, and I don't want you to go down a road where you're going to have to deal with stupid shit again. It's just I refuse to watch that happen, especially when you don't believe in the fight. And we've talked about it. And if you want to come out and say what you got to say, whatever, but I know for a fact that you don't believe in a lot of the things that are being said. I know that. You know that some of these things are wrong on both sides, but you know that some of the stuff that's happening right now is wrong.
Yeah, and to kind of go into it, like where we have those, like I'm not going to go too much into detail, but like last night it was fucking storming, and I was basically taking shelter under a bank before till it died down enough to where I could walk. Still got soaked, but at least it wasn't too bad. But I was like, shit, and so I was like, they were talking about things, and I was just telling him about my even in real life I have eternal struggles. Telling him about relationships situations and certain matters, and I was like, talk about the urge to do one thing, to struggle to do others, and it's just how it is, and but like, so that's an example of not talking about things. Now regarding like, and you know what, since what do you call it, Dan brought up his name, I'll bring up two names, but I'll bring up one. Like I think during the storm, I think you were off, or maybe it was before you called me, but I was hopping on ZTV stream. I went there a couple of times. One earlier when I was killing time for work, we were just having a good conversation. Me, ZTV, and Tricky. Shout out to Tricky, and everything was good. Then I came back in later to go into to basically be like a forecast on-site forecast person.
Okay, so without going too far, I'll say this: you left the stream when it started going into that conversation.
Yeah.
And that was good. I'm happy that you did that. But I don't want that whole guilty by association thing to happen where you were on the stream, so now you're technically, because that stream devolved into something I don't agree with. It's not my stream. It's not my channel. I have no right to tell anybody what to put on their channel. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
But after seeing what I saw and talking to you, I'm like, dude, you're going to get dragged into this. You're going to get dragged into it. And I don't want that for you. Okay. I'll ask you the same question I asked you the other night. Do you think it's right for someone to tell somebody to slit their throat?
No.
Okay. Do you think it's right for someone to tell you to put a bullet to your head?
No.
Okay. Do you think it's right for someone to tell someone that they should off their mentally challenged child?
No.
Okay. Do you think it's right for someone to tell anybody over here on what I would consider your side to rape their family?
No.
But things like this are being said. And instead of people owning up to it, they're defending each other. And I think, look, y'all want to do that. Cool. If you want to defend whoever you want to fucking defend, do it. But don't, like, I'm telling you as a friend, please don't get involved in it.
Yeah, and that's like when that conversation was starting to divulge into that, I just was like, I was like, I'm out of here because I didn't make a big fuss about it. I thought about it because I'm just like, I've even said this publicly. I had conversations with people, private, like a group conversation, and then posts on Discord regarding to just leave it be. If this is going to happen, and one party says that they don't care and they're not going to respond, and then the other one is going to just go after that person with facts, receipts, whatever you want to call it, then just let it be. Let that go. Like even the person that individual is going after even told me themselves not to get involved. So I'm just relaying that message and what I think is the right plan to do, because what's going on right now is other people are getting pulled in because of them defending an individual.
Like I said, I talked to you about, that's their choice.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you a bad person because you don't want to get involved. And that's where my concern is. Like people are going to assume that, oh, Chayton's not saying anything, he must be with this. No, he's not getting involved because he doesn't want to get involved. It's stupid. Some people said some shit. Other people have a right to respond to that shit. And no matter if you're in someone's head or you're attacking, it doesn't fucking matter. All right. I think some shit's wrong. Maybe Chayton disagrees with my opinion. That's fine. But he's allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. And if we don't want to fucking involve ourselves in stupid fucking internet bullshit again, that's fine. Now, if you'd like to hear my opinion, okay, here's a base of it. Someone tried to unalive themselves. They tried to do something like that. Whether you think it was a joke, whether you think it was fucking manufactured or for a show, whether you think it, whatever, there was an intent there. And if you're going to tell me that the guy that did it was smart enough to realize that you can't off yourself with ibuprofen, well, I think you're giving the guy a little too much credit as far as that. I'm not trying to be a dick, but and here's my point. You talked about it before, right? You attempted to do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that you weren't going to die from taking the ibuprofen?
No.
Okay. So if you're going to go down that methodology, if you're going to go down that rabbit hole, then you have to assume that the guy that did this recently may not have known it wasn't going to do that. But the fact is he did do it on a live stream. You saw it happen. So we're beyond the actual attempt. The question is, was there intent? Was there intent to do something wrong? And asking for a guy's wristband from the hospital, asking for medical records, why would he do it live? You know what? Why does a guy jump off a bridge to end his life? Why does a guy drown himself? Why does a guy hang himself? Why does a person do these things? Why does a person take pills? You don't know what's going on in the mind of somebody like that. You don't. You don't. You don't know what they're thinking. So it goes back to fucking people sitting here thinking they're fucking armchair psychologists on YouTube. Like you graduated from Mensa. Like you're the greatest minds of all time. You don't understand the human mind. People do things all the time for no rational decision. You know what happened recently? A fucking idiot decided that he was going to put bullets in people like 10, 15, 20 miles from my house in Allen, Texas.
Yeah.
Did anybody ask him why he did it? No, they just stopped him. Did anybody there working that day think that, hey, we're going to get shot up today? No, people do shit. People do horrible things every day. Instead of trying to blame others for it, how about we figure out what the source of the issue was? Another opinion I have that probably some of you don't agree with, I don't think that this platform is the space for that individual. Do I dislike the guy? I don't even know the fucking kid. I don't, no pun intended. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to. Don't know him from a hole in the wall. I don't know the guy. I do know there was something that happened. And instead of fucking being adults, well, they did this and they did this. Fuck that. Stop asking questions. Start asking the right questions saying, look, whether it was intentional, whether it was whatever, something happened. You saw it happen. How about we make sure that he's okay, figure it out, have a conversation, but stop fucking pistols drawn, fucking ready to fucking go at it with each other. I think that's ridiculous. And if you don't like my opinion, fine. That's fine. I'm not asking you to like my opinion. I'm asking you to just hear me out.
And something I was gonna say, like for my own thing, is like like when that whole situation happened, before anybody says, "Oh, you changed your opinion from one week to another," like I'll admit it. You know, I joked about it or did this and did that regarding when that whole thing happened, because I had a in my heart, which is still it's still not right regarding it, but I had a personal issue with that person, and I'm not going to go into it. Most people know what it is, so I wasn't in the at that moment. I wasn't really in the situation of, hey, let's make sure he's okay and all that. It was more so, okay, and because it was just that I have always said this, and it's a double-edged sword with this, but when someone goes that far, I don't think of them as anything more than just a parasite. And so that's something that I've even needed to look at from my perspective. Because it goes both ways. I've said horrible things about that individual. He said the same thing about me. So it goes back and forth. So I got to look at myself and see that, hey, what could I have done differently to not have led to this situation?
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not asking you to forgive the guy for the things.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
I'm not saying that. Like, look, let's be real. The guy had done some fucked up shit. Let's just be real, right? Not saying, but he's not fucking Hitler. He's not fucking some sort of neo-Nazi. He's not fucking Joseph Kony, who was fucking trafficking kids in Africa. He's not a fucking monster. He's a misunderstood guy who, look, he made mistakes. I'm not saying that you should forgive him for his mistakes. What I am saying is he did something here, something that you should pause and take notice. Perfect example. You know that I came from a community of degenerates and horrible people that did horrible fucking things. You know what made them finally stop? When after a live stream he was kicked off of, the guy was from California, and I don't talk about this lightly because it really fucked with me for years. He took 2 steps off the freeway into traffic. He walked into traffic and ended himself. Was that live stream he got kicked off the reason he did it? Who fucking knows? I don't know what was in his mind. I know that he had a hard life, that he was fucking going through hell, and everything that he knew was literally turned upside down in a matter of a month. But could that live stream have been the last linchpin that fucking made him do something that he could never walk away from? I don't know. The people that were in that community don't know. But you know what they did, Charlie? You know what they fucking did? They started pointing fingers at each other. You were always mean to him. That's why he walked into traffic. You kicked him off a live stream. That's why he walked into traffic. Fuck. How about let's not use this as ammunition? You got lucky. All right. He didn't fucking drink a bottle of rat poison. He didn't do something stupid. He was dumb and ate a bunch of fucking Tylenol. So he's okay. But there was an intent. Whether you like it or not, whether you like the guy or not, there was a fucking intent. And because of that, maybe instead, I'm not part of y'all's group. I don't care. I'm not part of this group. I'm not part of that group. I'm here for my friend. But maybe just an outside voice telling you, how about you pause for a second? Put your muskets down, put your fucking bandoliers down, and say, hey, guy tried to do something stupid here. Maybe we should talk about it. Maybe we should talk about it, just trying to figure this shit out. Instead, you got fucking people egging on a situation, and it's getting to a point where it's fucking ridiculous. And again, whole point of all this is I'm not going to let my friend get dragged into it. Capiche? That's where I'm at.
Yeah, and that's something like, and even with me, I've been trying, even for example, like I'm like, I basically tell people that, hey, I've had to remove mod chips or remove all this with regards to other people. I've told people, do not say anything regarding certain individuals, because I'm trying to keep I'm even thinking about, I've told you this behind the scenes, that I'm honestly, whenever I do these open houses or whatever, I'm thinking about, like, I may put the link, because I got till 4. I may put the link in a little bit if anybody wants to come in to give their opinion, as long as they're respectful and are, all that, then they're more. And this goes to anybody, friend, foe, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But probably if I put the link in, which I may, this may be the last time I actually do that, because I will most likely go and be like, hey, if you want the link, I'm gonna DM you or DM me or whatever, and I'll send it to you, and we could shoot the shit. Because a lot of times there are people I can't truly trust in terms of keeping certain stuff out of my channel or my whatever thing I'm doing. Like I can't trust if someone's just gonna either jokingly or not bring up one person.
Can I bring that up too? Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't going to acknowledge the chat. Chase is in the chat, right? And you can speak to this. You and him had a beef that went on for almost a year, right? Like, or 6 months. And we had squashed that beef at least 4 times, you, me, and him, right?
Yeah.
But it took somebody running their fucking mouth over and over to bring it back. That is the most childish shit I've ever fucking seen. Why do you people like? That's why I've bailed. That's why I don't care about any of this. I have my small little circle of people that I care about. Chayton being one of them. But I watched as him and a guy who at one point we were close. You know, we're cool now. I got no problem with Chase. I think he's a decent guy. He's not a bad person. But I had to watch them go back and forth, and I had to listen to Chase's side and listen to Charlie's side and finally find a medium until some fucking idiot likes to come on and say, hey, how about the time you're going to get slapped by Charlie? You're going to slap Charlie. Dude, shut the fuck up. Stay out of it. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Is your life so pathetic that I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. If you're cool with that, can I just...
Yeah, go ahead.
A little bit? Is your life so fucking pathetic that you feel it's necessary to poke a bear that's done? And that's all over the place. Are you so fucking lame? Are you such a fucking incel that you have to sit there and play that game? You have no life that coming on here and poking 2 guys who live down the street from each other into a fucking fight? They were fine. They were fine. I had patience, though, so I had to go back and fix it again and again and again. And kudos to both Chase and Charlie for being open-minded enough to listen. Everybody, every other fucking week says how, I want out of the bullshit. I would just want to make content, and I want to do this, and I want to stop the drama. I want to do this and that. But you don't do shit about it. You're all fucking talk. No one's
to clarify what because Chase said me and Jane had that issue, but it was for a few months out of a year. I guess it's like the grand whole situation from the lie.
Chase, I'm sorry about timelines. It was a long ass fucking time. I'm not trying to drag any more shit. I'm just using you as an example.
Yeah.
And again, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for actually being open-minded enough to have those conversations. Thank you.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say about him, one thing that kind of changed my tune about him, because it was kind of still like a little I guess unease between us I'm sure from both ends. But one of the things that I will say that like how he's treated Lennon.
Absolutely, he treats him like a fucking king.
Yeah, so we went from one time just threatening to fight each other to playing Cards Against Humanity, or Monopoly. The only thing any ass whooping, and this is just me just being joking, but trying to put light in the situation. But the only ass whooping that was me whooping all that candy ass in Monopoly. I'm the Monopoly king in the House of Lennon.
I'm going to say this as well, because we're here. Somebody in the chat, and he's like, look, everybody knows that me and him don't get along. We're not friends. We're not buddies. We're not pals. But you see him right there, and he's talking about being called a pedophile. When the fuck did that become an okay fucking word to use? I mean, look, the guy stuck his tongue out at a fucking TikToker. Big fucking whoop-de-fucking-do. He stuck his tongue out at somebody. Okay. Look, I've done a lot of research in the last fucking...
One second, Dan. Everybody in the chat, I see what's going between, be peaceful.
Exactly. Look, you're here to fight. We're having a civil discussion, and you're over there talking about that? Really? Really?
I'm going to be honest. I just, again, I'm going to have to be, what do you call it? I'm not defending hero or anything, but I'm being fair because he's not come in here and started shit.
He hadn't said a
Even-
fucking thing. And like I said,
Even the rabbit hole joke. He said Bugs Bunny. I can't get mad at him about that.
I'm not his fucking pal. I'm not his friend.
Kevin wants to put you in timeout for right now if you and all that. I don't want to do that, but that's just again, I'm trying to be fair here.
Look, I don't care what the fuck you're into, dude. Just as long as whatever, I don't care. I just like he's not a fucking pedophile. I think he's a little weird, but that's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it.
Yeah, he's even asked me before with the whole sticky tongue. I've told him point blank. I've openly honest. It's weird, but I'm not like, you know. And again, I'll admit I poked fun at him. I'm not going to fucking sit here and say that, you know, I'm no innocent lamb myself regarding
this. You talked about an OnlyFans thing about fucking me being fucking sexually harassed by a fucking juggalette, and you talk about fucking having sex next to some pregnant chick or whatever, and getting a handy from a pregnant chick, but you're gonna fuck with him, and all he's talking about is sticking his tongue out. What the fuck?
While her boyfriend was watching, by the way.
Shut the fuck. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I know. I just want to add to it because again, I'm shocked that nobody went from that point of view.
I don't even know what the fuck that lolly shit is. I don't care. All right.
I didn't like a lot of shit that I've heard of recently, like hentai or even lolly. I've just found this out ironically through this
funny.
platform.
Okay, so if it's something that's on a website, like because I was really into fucking anime and learning the style of it, when it has a character like that's in a provocative fucking photo or whatever, it'll say usually printed at the top, the character depicted in this image is 18 or older. Yes, they look like XXY or whatever, but it usually says that. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I really don't know what this, but I know in hentai and shit like that, it usually says that as a disclaimer.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know. It's just like I said. Regarding this, and hello Anthony, how are you doing? But like this whole situation regarding all this. Like the constant back and forth.
Y'all can fucking have it. For real. Y'all can have that shit. Because I'm not going to let me and my friend are working on something positive. All right. Check out the Exile Outcast on Fridays at 7 Central.
And this is not just a video to plug our shit. Just FYI for everybody trying to say that. Hey, I wasn't even going to do that. Dan's turning into me with the plugging thing.
You.
Oh, yeah. You hit me that in the intro. It's a damn good intro, though.
But it doesn't matter. I don't care about what like when he starts diddling kids, then come holler at me, and then holler at your fucking police. When he starts fucking assaulting his mom, you know what? I talked about a guy named Cyrax the last time we had a fucking video, right? The guy is a fucking scumbag who literally tries to have sex and had been caught multiple times with 14-year-old girls. He beats his grandmother. He fucking lies, like he does all these horrible fucking things. How about you go after somebody like that? All right, someone who's actually doing this shit. How about you go call police on whenever? It's so fucking dumb that the word rapist and pedophile have become so fucking like you're drinking water. That's how easy it is for you to say. It's fucking disgusting.
And that's the thing with all this, you know. I understand, and I'm not even going to. We time out. I'm going to block that account.
No. That's just King Folgers being King Folgers.
Oh, I just blocked. Okay, I'll unblock.
He's not like he's King Folgers. He's not. He's harmless. If anything, he's like. Remember how I talked about in the episode of Heckler?
Yeah.
He's that. He's not. He's King Folgers. he's goofy.
All right, I'll unhide. I remember I did that once.
If it got to a point where he was being fucking like vile,
yeah,
fuck that guy. But he's harmless.
Yeah, I unhid, but if it gets to the point where I need to do it again, I will.
Yeah, King Folgers, chill the fuck out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just the idea of, you know, this whole situation. It's and again, everybody on both sides. This is not just one side or the other. On both sides. Think they know everything. Think they're a fucking detective.
They want to fucking white knight and be I'm a hero. I caught this pedophile, or I caught this supposed. Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna bring him up, right? The wrestling otaku, again, not the biggest fan of the guy, but he was never a fucking pedophile. He's creepy as shit at times and does really fucking cringe master shit, but he's not a fucking pedophile. Okay, he touched some panties in Walmart. He said he was going to buy Pokemon some panties. Yes, that is cringy as shit, but he's never violated a fucking child. So stop calling him a fucking pedophile, weirdo, cringe master, fucking odd duck, goof. All these things are acceptable, but he's not a fucking pedophile.
And I've even said this about him. You know, I've openly admitted of any people that I've what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like, there are a lot of people, whether you like to believe it or not, that I don't watch. I will admit I've occasionally watched otaku stuff because of the cringiness, this, that, and the third. Well, we're not talking about him in a negative light, Kevin, just FYI. But anyway, I will admit I still watch some of his stuff because either it's like I find it so bad it's good, you know. But again, it's sometimes I like toilet bowl comedy.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like with Car Crash TV.
Yeah. So, like, you know, and I've always said this about him.
No
matter what anybody says,
why the fuck are people calling wellness checks on fucking? Look, again, Daniel is in my opinion, a weird duck. But you're calling a wellness check on him? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And honestly, I didn't think that was actually going to happen. I didn't think it would get to the point where, you know, hey, this would happen.
Oh, yeah, you're a real fun guy. Yeah, you're real clever. You called a wellness check on a fucking kid who lives with his parents. And look, he's a weird kid, but he goes to work every day. If he wants to blow steam off on the internet with his goofy ass shit, let him do his fucking thing. He's not hurting anybody. You don't like what he has to say, stop watching. All right? If you don't like what he's commenting in your fucking comment section, block him. All right? It's that easy. Instead, you want to go on fucking tirades and war fucking marches to, oh no, he's the deadly Tsunuki Maru. He's here to fucking take over everything. Oh my God, he's a pedophile because he stuck his tongue out. Fuck off. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Seriously. I cannot believe you have me defending fucking Daniel. Seriously. Ugh. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's like, you know, I remember even back then, back during my situation, I remember some people say that they should call wellness check on me, or even my mother, or anything like that. You know, I know for a fact my mother. That's one I can confirm that.
Well, and I'll say, I'm not telling you to forgive anybody.
No. But the reason why I bring that up is,
as far as your mom and your fucking job and your place of fucking residence, that's foul. Fuck that. That's fucking fuck that. That is horrible. But I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen again, because of fucking people go low, and it's like y'all go to the fucking lowest fucking action you can take.
Let me see. Make sure this is.
Yeah, you can block that shit.
Yeah. Just reading it to make sure before I did anything.
You're good.
Yeah.
But see, that's the people y'all like to fucking kick it with. That's the shit y'all like. Okay, whatever.
And it's like I said, everybody, not just one side, not just the other side, everybody either holds themselves accountable or holds each other accountable. Like I said in my Discord server, I put that statement in my Discord server regarding, just to back down, basically saying, I'm telling y'all this. If y'all don't listen, then I've said everything I need to say.
If they can't respect your wishes, then they really don't give two shits about you. That's how I see it. You're not telling anybody to not talk about whatever they want. You want to talk about this shit in your fucking platform? You want to fucking like have a circle jerk about this in your platform? Cool. Do your fucking thing. But if you can't respect that this man over here wants nothing to do with it, he doesn't want anything to do with your fucking fight, and he doesn't want you to bring it up in his comment sections, then you're not his fucking friends, which not 95% of you motherfuckers aren't. Let's just be real. In my opinion, I can say that, whatever. if you can't respect the fact that he wants to do something better, that he is actually trying to better himself, you say what you want. The guy, like, look, I don't blow smoke up anybody's ass. Chayton's a fucking talented guy. He's very fucking interesting. He's very entertaining. I fucking laugh my ass off just talking about the shit we talk about. He's not a fucking fool, and he's trying to literally and legitimately do something different with his fucking platform. If you can't help him with that, or if you can't respect that, well, in my opinion, go fuck yourself. That's how I feel.
Exactly. And it's just like I said, there are a few people I've talked to behind the scenes regarding who I feel have done, and again, and it's not me telling them, hey, you know, you can't, what do you call it? I'm ordering you, I'm manipulating you, I'm going to block, this. I basically look at it from this point of view, because I said this stream is going to piss people off, even in my side. But I'm going to say this as a retort to that. Real friends, whether it's publicly or live, or publicly or privately, will basically tell their friends to do whatever, how to handle things, or give them advice regarding it. And if you can't take it, if you leave my server, if you unfriend me or you block me or whatever the fuck, then that just tells me that you're not a real friend, that you were never really a friend. Because if you're a real friend, like all the time, and Dan's brought this up earlier. Dan is like privately has called me out on certain things that I may have done differently, all this other stuff. Do I go and we have debates about the whole situation? We had a very long debate the other night, basically about this whole situation. And what happened with that, I didn't block him. I didn't talk shit about him. I didn't do this, do that. We had a debate and we came to an understanding. That's to me what not only adults should do, but friends should do.
No, and I'll look, to be fair and even it out, I'll say this. Kevin was in here earlier, right? Kevin likes to talk about Arthur. Kevin makes videos about Arthur. Cool. Kevin can do that. All power to Kevin. Go talk about Arthur. You have the best fucking time talking about Arthur. You do it, man. You have all the fun in the world talking about Arthur. If you want to name your channel the Arthur Archives, whatever, you want to fucking do whatever you want about Arthur, hey, do your thing. I really don't give a fuck. But when it comes to another person's platform, if they're asking you politely, hey, don't want to talk about fucking Arthur, don't talk about fucking Arthur. It's that easy.
And to reiterate, just so anybody doesn't, he's not, as far as I've seen in the chat, he's not been currently, but that's just for future reference, or that's even for current stuff, And again, I understand to a certain extent Kevin's reason. I won't go into it, but I understand
I get it.
Kevin's reason.
It's like, who's this person? Yeah, she said, I have my space, or I have a space. Don't try to run someone else's.
Yeah, Pixie's cool. I actually met her in an atheist group. Shout out to Gur. That during my exile, I kind of found a good little group of people that
shout out to the Outcast. That's actually going to be a future topic on the show.
Yeah. So my and that is true, Kevin. It's probably your first time in God knows. Well, actually, since that last time I did with you know who.
Well, to be fair, I want everybody to understand. I'm not just I'm not harping on anybody. I have no issue with Kevin either. If I had an issue with Kevin, I wouldn't have made him a fucking thumbnail way back.
Yeah. And also even for me, for example, after that whole situation about a month ago now with the individual, I've not really brought him up in stream since. I've not done anything. And again, Mob Bear was in here. I don't know if she still is in here, but Mob Bear was in here earlier. I'm not going to block her. She has the right to say her piece. And if anybody does block her, I'm going to remove your mod. Because unless it is violating my rules of the chat for anybody, friend, foe, whatever, then that's one thing. But if it's just stay in your opinion, you may not like it, but it is what it is. Now, some I'm going to do, because we're at the 50-minute mark. I got about another hour. I got an hour to kill. If anybody wants to come in, and again, I'll reiterate, friend, foe, whatever, and address anything in a calm and peaceful manner. If you and even if it's somebody that's in the stream that you don't like, and you can have that calm, peaceful thing, then by all means. Because we're not.
If I don't like you, I'm just not going to fucking talk to you. I mean,
Yeah,
civil. I just
because
don't care.
The thing I'll say, hello, Wrestling Snowman. The thing I'll say regarding this whole matter is, like, this is a, at least from my, I'm sure Dan would agree to this. This is what do you call it? It's probably going to be the one and only time we're going to address this because
it's bullshit.
It's had to be said, you know, and all that. So that's what I'm saying, though, regarding this. You know, let's see who's all right. I'm waiting for okay. Let me make sure it's him because I know that. Okay, it is him. I just want to make sure before I let him in. Hello, Kevin.
I'm just chilling.
Not much. So what do you've got to say about from what you've heard?
Oh, which the drama?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say, really. I've been trying to get away from drama for about a long time, but it just never works out.
Then do it.
So,
like, one thing I will say regarding the stream that happened last night, I was actually interested, and thank you, Wesley Stillman. I do appreciate that. We both appreciate that.
Don't inflate his fucking ego any more than it is.
Oh, you love it too, man. You love it too. The silence means yes. He doesn't want to admit it.
No, I'm flipping you off. I just can't show you my camera.
Ah, okay. Well, if it's not shown, you know.
So do you have anything to add, or is this going to be because like this wasn't planned to be one of those like sit here and jerk off streams?
I'm very glad I don't even come to this channel. This is just the first time in a very long time. So I do my own channel on Twitch. So
I just stay quiet so that way everybody could talk. Just gonna wait my turn.
And like I said, friend, foe, whatever, anybody could come in. I'm
kind of glad fucking Chase is here. Like Chase and I have been every end of the spectrum. We're cool, but at the end of the day, like he was fighting with you. Like it doesn't fucking do anything for anybody. You want to fight, cool, whatever, but it just fucking sucks.
But you did say earlier about me going a feud with Arthur and she's.
Yeah. Do it.
Well,
do your thing. It's your channel.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm defending myself. So
okay. So like I said, I'm not telling you not to do that. If you want to build an entire channel, I'm telling Arthur.
I'll be straight.
Cool.
I'll be straight on you with this, Kevin. I've seen some of your streams where you like to do a live reaction to Arthur doing a live stream on Twitch, and the guy only gets like 2 or 3 people watching.
Yeah,
like I said, he can do his like it's his fucking channel though. Like he can do what the fuck. I can have an opinion on it. I think it's cringy as shit, but that's just my opinion. If Kevin enjoys what he does, he enjoys talking about Arthur. Great.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
She's an outsider to all this, but I'm sure she could have some regarding like the drama situation that goes on around and all that stuff. So I want to.
But my point about it though is you have the right to defend yourself, yes. But if somebody's talking about you and they only have like very few people just talking about it, I mean, you don't really have to respond.
But
if you're doing that means you have to respond to like everybody.
Chase, hold on.
Even though I get shit to my dog.
Chase, he has every right to do what the fuck he wants, man. Chase, he can like if Kevin wants to build a shrine and a voodoo doll. Well, not maybe not that, but whatever.
I know that, but at the same time, he's saying he wants to get away from the drama. That's the thing.
Okay, then that's his choice. He can say that, but he makes those choices of whether he wants to be in it or not. He wants to be in it. Cool.
You can't. That's the thing. You can't like get out of it.
I am.
What message disappeared, Mom Bear? I'll look into
that.
You don't know that. You have no idea.
I do. You are in people's streams. And
because I got out of it because that was me getting away from the drama.
That's for my observation.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not in streams because I got away from the drama.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's my observation. But with me, I get shit sent to my door. Have you had that?
Yeah, I have. I've had a lot worse.
I had the same thing. That's why I moved.
Chase knows the people I had to deal with. And if you're dealing with someone like Arthur, hey, I'm happy for you that you got to deal with someone that soft. Like I said, do your channel. I wish you all the success in the world. All I ask is that nobody brings that
I'm not
bullshit
really
here.
worried about my channel. I'm mainly on Twitch.
I meant either channel, whatever social media you want to do. You have fun with that.
To
Well,
be fair,
I don't
as an outsider, I don't think he was trying to say anything bad against what you were doing. I think he was just using it as an example, right? Like, if that's what your channel is about, fine. But if your friend asks you, don't bring that here, then you don't bring that here out of respect for your friend. I don't think he was trying to say anything bad about you at all.
Who's that? Who am I?
That's Pixie.
Hi.
Yeah,
That
she's
was well said. Thank you so
I'm
much.
not really friends with Chain, so
Then why are you here? If you're not friends with him and this is not
I've already
interesting
told Chain
content,
this. I'm not friends with him.
well,
I
I mean,
think a lot of
like straight up, just not to be a dick. If you don't find interest in
I'm
his
not being a dick
content,
either. I've been telling you how it is. I'm just being neutral with Chain.
okay. So if you don't find interest in his content, why do you care about his message?
I don't really come to his content.
You're literally in the fucking stream right now.
Yeah, I am now.
So okay, if you
was
don't
I
care
there?
about
all right,
his content-
guys. Before any, I'm Hero. I'm gonna make sure it's Hero beforehand. I'm letting Hero in. I will say this: as long as it does not get into a shouting contest, and whoever starts the shouting contest will get removed. Don't care who you are. I'm just going to be upfront here. This is my stream. I want respect, and you have debates, but I just want that. So I'm about to let him in.
Hello.
What up, Hero?
So yeah, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but yeah, I had the police come over, and it's one of the reasons why I'm not really uploading content right now, because my parents told me the best thing for me to do from this to prevent this to happen ever again is to pretty much just lay low and just get off of here, because honestly, the site ain't really safe, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's something I'm going to say because I'll say his name because he said this publicly. So it's not like
I prefer if you don't.
Huh?
I prefer if you don't,
Okay.
because I already know who did it,
Yeah.
and you made it pretty obvious. I hope you realize you wasted the cops' time doing that. And the officer that talked to me was really nice, surprisingly. So
Yeah, and something I want to add to that, like again, I
so dumb. It's
I was
just
actually
so
shocked.
fucking dumb.
Huh?
It's dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Daniel. I don't fucking like. I'm not his biggest supporter and shit. But why the fuck are you going to send the cops to the guy's house? That's stupid.
it is.
Stupid.
It really is, man. It really is stupid.
I'm not defending you, and I do think you're cringe as shit. But it's stupid. What is the purpose? I know who did it. He fucking was bragging about it. It's stupid.
Well, he
You guys
made
said
it
earlier it was
obvious.
apparently because of a wellness check.
He sent a fucking
He
wellness
made it
check to the guy's
obvious.
house.
He put it out there in the public eye that he said he was going to file a wellness check on me. So thanks for
What was the
giving it.
purpose of that? Like, did you say something
To be a
suicidal, some
dick.
shit, or what?
Huh?
Like, what was
Who
the
said-
purpose of him doing the wellness check?
No, somebody said something. I didn't know. It wasn't you, Chase. It was somebody else.
I think Dan was responding to what Chase said about why would anybody do a wellness check.
Because he was being a dick. Honestly, it pretty much is, because my parents, now the officers know we have weapons in the house and they have to file a report.
Well,
So
you should.
Well, are you? Let me ask you this, Daniel. Are you like, do you have those weapons? Like, do you have to have permits for those weapons, or?
no, it was my dad's weapons that they know is in the house now, and it wasn't given out. Now they know they had weapons in the house, like as far as like that happened.
So they made a report on the weapons in the house.
Chayton, they're gonna make a report. They got to. It's their job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to register all firearms. I don't know about up there, but I know here you have to register all firearms, which I do. I mean, like everything I got is registered.
All your laws are
Same.
different than mine. So
Well, yeah, like
It should be
different. Like we have
but
different
that's
gun
not
laws
the
in
big
different
deal.
states.
Like it's whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't know about but they know about the guns, but they didn't know the other. But I'm not going to say what the other is because, yeah.
And before we continue,
Go see it.
sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to interrupt, but before we continue, I do want to read this since Tom is not able to join, but he did send me something and he asked if I feel it's appropriate to say this from him. And he posted this, I believe, in the Discord server. So I'll say in my Discord server, but I'll say this. And I quote, I'm going to post this here for those people that want to create content but are afraid or apprehensive because of drama. I would like to encourage you to still make content. Dealing with drama is a part of content creation. You will never become a better creator if you don't learn how to manage drama. I would go as far as to say you won't ever become a better person if you don't learn to manage the drama. It will always exist. People will always set a target to bring down someone's momentum. Learn what works for your channel and remind yourself who is a supporter or a shit starter.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to disagree with Tom because, Tom, you can't go at people when you let your own ego get in the way of your own judgment. Like, you forget who your real friends are when you start. Like, that's the thing I hate about popularity. Popularity, when you become popular, you got to everybody. That's what I fucking hate about it.
Yeah, Daniel, I don't mind you disagree with it, but I want to finish because I wasn't finished. Learn what works for your channel. Remind yourself who is supporter, who should star. Some of us here have been making content for literally years, but constantly hit drama bumps and our momentum slows down. It's time to break that chain. Cure that sickness. Drama views are not real viewers. That I agree with. It's the same people. It's the same 30 to 50 people watching over and over, collecting "quote unquote" evidence, as they say. This will not help anyone discover you. It will alienate new viewers, and they won't come back. Everyone here has so much to offer. Getting caught in the drama loop has never worked. I don't believe in sides. Daniel, let me finish. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I left off. Okay, everyone here has so much offer. Getting caught in drama has never worked. I don't believe in sides. I see layers. Some cuts are deeper than others. I have changed my outlook and direction. I encourage anyone here who wants to break the loop to do the same. Only you can determine your next move. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.
Well, Tom, not everybody's going to follow that shitty advice. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not everybody's fucking different.
Fucking Christ.
So I'm sorry, Tom. You can take that advice and shove it up your ass.
Why do you have you don't like I said, you don't have to agree with it, but you don't have to be a dick about it.
I knew he was going to say that.
And he left.
It's what it is. Like I said,
I don't agree with it, but that's me. I have my own opinion, but that's about it. But I won't go attack Tom just for that.
And that's the thing, it's like I've said this for the longest time. We need we need, not just me, but we need to do better, but also play devil's advocate for a moment. I need to stop worrying about these other people and get caught up into it. Yes, it's like once to get caught up, but it's that drug.
You still care, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
and it's like something you and I talked about the other night. Like, you care. I God forbid you get where I'm at as far as like I could give two fucks about just about anybody. There are very few people I actually give a damn about. Like, I could care less. I don't. Like, shit happens, but you're my friend, so that's why this whole conversation happened. I'm more concerned that, like, I don't want you to lose that. Like, I don't want you to lose that caring heart and that compassion, but don't let, have some exclusivity, and you don't have to let everybody fucking in. Speaking of which, what's up, Lennon?
Oh, yeah. It was funny how as soon as he commented, he said, let's see. Hello, everyone. Tom's right. Unfortunately, drama is like COVID and the flu. It's here to stay, but there are ways to get around it, and there are ways to prevent it and avoid it.
Exactly.
Like
Yes,
Lennon has been the target of people, but does like and they've taken pictures,
engage.
huh?
He doesn't engage really anymore.
Yeah, they take pictures of him or do this, that, and the third, and he just does his own thing, you know. And I've given him I'll say this, he is wiser than a lot of us.
He's
That's
like
how crazy is one trying to attack a
I'm
blind kid.
gonna agree and disagree. Actually, I mean, there are definitely ways to mitigate drama, right? And there's definitely a limit to what kind of bullshit you have to put up with in your own space. I 100% agree with that. But I think just because we're people and nobody is ever going to agree with another individual 100%, there's always some kind of drama. It may be little, it may be a spat that you get over quickly, and hopefully you're all laughing at the end of it, because that's my goal, right? It doesn't matter if we agree or disagree as long as we're laughing at the end. But
there's a healthy drama, right? That's what civil
right,
debate is.
exactly. So I mean, I guess you just have to find what part is toxic, and you can't be afraid to get rid of it.
Well,
I
some
love
people-
debates. I can
some
debate
people
with
want to
anybody.
bathe in that toxicity. They want to live in that toxicity, and they refuse to let go of that toxicity. I don't.
I've said this. I've said this many times, and you've probably heard this. I've done a lot of drama. I'm not going to deny that, but I've also got gaming content on there.
Okay, I don't hate that. I could, not.
Yeah.
It's good. Yay.
Yeah, again, I know you got defensive because of the way his statement came across, but I don't think he like intended to put you in a box and say this is all you do and don't bring it here. I don't think he was saying that. I think he was just making an example, and he was saying if you decided to have a channel like this and do nothing like this, that would be great, and you could still come here. Just if your friend asked you not to bring it here, you would respect that.
This is the first time in a long time since the whole Shazam went along.
Right, and I don't think he meant right. I don't think he
Nope.
meant anything other than he saw your name in the chat and he used an example.
Exactly. I would
I
never.
don't-
I would never put baby in a corner.
I don't think he was trying to attack you or insinuate anything negative towards you at all.
I don't take things serious. I'm not bothered if I was. I understand the rules. I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm an honest person. I'm going to call it out as I see it.
Fair, all fair.
What's going on, Chase?
Oh, go ahead.
Not much. But everybody else, you guys got channels. You guys can do whatever the fuck you guys want to do. Because honestly, for me, I'm done. Like, I don't upload shit anymore on my channel. I did upload something a few days ago, an EDP thing, but I pretty much wanted to tell everybody.
But like even then, bro, like you got to go back to playing Fortnite. Your friends miss you.
I haven't had much time to even play video games, dude.
Your friends miss you.
And I'll put this out because this is actually important.
ITB misses you.
Well, yeah, I know he
I
misses
miss
me. That's
you
why he
too.
sends me
I
flowers.
like playing with you too, Chase.
Omega misses you.
Oh yeah, definitely Omega misses me.
Oh, your Omega misses that PS5 when he's fucking it.
Yeah, I told him to stay away from mine. No, but the thing is though, what it for me it's easy to leave the internet, but for a long time it was hard not to because for the people that that I'm friends with that support, you got ITB, Kevin, Omega, and everybody else. I had that mindset to where it's like I had to stay on just to help keep people away from all the drama shit. Because if I wasn't around, they would just like have nothing else to do and they would go right to that and then it'd just be continuous shit.
Yeah, but like that's not your responsibility.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I was stuck in that cycle for a long time.
It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks dick.
It's kind of like when you left YouTube and then all of a sudden you got attacked. You pretty much took a break and you were getting fucking attacked like crazy.
Oh yeah, but see, then I like
I
had a
got attacked
realization.
this morning, apparently.
I don't, like I said, I had a realization. Don't give a fuck. I do a podcast with Charlie over here. We have a lovely time. We talk about his OnlyFans and then whatever. But like I said, we just like it's fun, and I don't want that to get fucked up, and I don't want my friend to go back down the same shit. Fuck, it's ITB. Everybody run.
It was like, yeah, it's like if I leave, I didn't want my friends thinking, oh, I just left him or turned my back on him. It's like,
Well,
no,
you
that's
talk
not
to
the
him
case.
outside of the fucking space, right? You talk.
I
to
do,
him.
but I mean, there's still those some people that I don't really talk to. They can hit me up whenever, but I don't hear from
Watch
them.
this. Watch this.
But then my thing is like if you leave and they're mad at you or they think a bunch of crazy shit and you're not reaching out to find out what's happening, then are they your friends in the first place, or are they
Fuck,
just people
Charlie,
who
why don't you
made
have
up a
friends
bunch of
like
shit
that?
in their head?
Charlie, why the fuck don't you have more friends like her?
This is actually I think this is the first time in a while she
Fucking
pops up
amazing.
in my streams like in the comment section. It's probably the first time she's been in here in a while.
This guy
But
fucking
yeah, no, I met her through a
sounds
different
like
group,
evil
and it's a
elf.
very
Beautiful.
good group. And again, shout out to Gurr.
Okay, watch
Sometimes
this.
my internet on my phone hasn't fucked up.
Watch
The
this.
weather here is bad right now.
Watch this. Watch this. ITB,
What's going on?
do you miss Chase?
Miss Chase? Yeah, on Fortnite, bro.
Okay. Do you feel like he's abandoned you?
No. I actually talk to him privately a lot.
There you go. See, Chase, nobody feels
Hey,
like
ITB, do you
And
owe me
that's your
money?
friend. That's your friend. The people who run straight to drama or make up a bunch of reasons why you left or don't contact you or are angry you're gone, those aren't your friends. That guy over there, he's your friend.
Exactly.
Like for example, I want to use this as an example too. When Chase like took his, I didn't notice it at first. I think it was a video that I shared of his that when I was scrolling down, it was not there anymore. So I was like, okay, so I searched his name and didn't find him. So I hit him up on Messenger saying, because like we're not friends on Facebook, but I could hit him up on Messenger and we follow each other on TikTok. So there are ways I could contact him. I hit him up saying, hey, what happened to your channel and all that. You know, they make a big hoopla about it, like say, "Oh yeah, Chase is breaking news. Chase left the internet, left YouTube, whatever."
I had my channel hidden. I was going to keep it hidden but then I decided to just unhide it, not upload anything, just to say hi to people in chat and stuff.
Yeah,
That's all I'm pretty much using my channel thing for now.
yeah, and even like and to me, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like and I've given you praise about you've basically stayed out of everything. Like you were oblivious to what was going on recently, and that's not an insult. I even told Will.
I just haven't paid attention and shit.
I
It's like
was
it's all
oblivious,
confusing.
like until we started having that conversation, because it's like I said in that last fucking podcast we did. You choose your level of involvement. I choose to do a recording with you an hour a week that I'll never get back. But anyway, yeah, I choose
Just have
to do
some
that.
crunch berries and you'll be okay.
It's the best hour of your life every week, Dan.
No. The best hour of my life is when I nap with that woman over there.
Main
Anyway.
people I usually go to in
It only lasts an hour? Damn.
I get to take a nap. Chase, shut the fuck up.
Dang, I hope I don't. When I get up there, I hope I don't get because my record's usually 4 to 6.
I fucking hate both of you so much.
The only main people I support is Z2B, Bio, and the BHC.
Okay.
And there was also like
I literally tried to play video games right now, but the weather is bad and my internet's fucking up.
is it rain? It's not raining over where I'm at. Like
Well, it's not raining I'm looking out the window, but like for some reason my internet's acting stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, what do
Did
you
you
call
try
it?
wiggling the switch?
Anyway, I'm gonna
I'm trying to go to the PS5. Like my thing's
going.
connected to the
All right,
router.
Kevin. You have a good day, man.
Well, that's a router through the
Lovely to
Wi-Fi.
meet your pixels.
Well,
I play Fortnite with the crew and stuff, but then all of a sudden it disconnects.
Hold on, Chase. I want to know what she said.
I said later days, lovely to meet your pixels.
I don't understand what you're talking about, but oh well.
She said later days, lovely to meet your pixels.
Oh. Okay.
Lovely to meet you too.
But
I thought it was adorable.
what do you call it? It's just like one thing I've been like we were talking about the gameplay stuff, big boy. Like I've been slacking on my gameplay stuff. I'm supposed to be doing Resident Evil 3 remake.
Well, like okay, so
Well, it's not gameplay for me. I just like to play video games for fun. That's it. That's why
Oh, that too. Like I was playing Pac-Man.
Time out,
last night.
because we kind of got off a ton of tangent and we got off topic. But to kind of bring it full circle and back to what we were talking about. Why did he fucking ban his channel? Why did he fucking like hide his channel? What like the bullshit, right?
I get that too, but there was also some other things too.
But again, like that was a factor.
Yeah,
Like, and that's the thing. Why can't he just have a fucking channel? If you don't like him, don't fucking watch him. If people say fucking shitty stuff, just block them. Move on. Like I don't get it. It's so fucking dumb. I'm not telling anybody what to do in their own space, but
it's
the
also
fuck out
to
of
where
line.
like I think about the stuff that I would love to upload. Like I used to upload cool stuff back in the day, but now if I looked at that stuff then to now,
So
it's mostly
fucking
because
do it.
YouTube is trash. It's trash. Like,
Did
dude,
you enjoy doing it? Did you enjoy uploading that shit?
yeah,
Did you enjoy
but now
making that
it's
content?
different now though. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm more about making money nowadays. And
So
YouTube doesn't give me much of anything if I put so much work, time, and money into all this shit.
then fair. You're at the point in the platform where you want to be. Like
Yeah.
I said, Charlie and I aren't making fucking money on the shit we're doing. We're doing it for fucking fun. And I'll be damned if anybody tries to take that fucking little bit of a hobby that we have away over some bullshit.
Plus a little behind the scenes, not going too much into it, but some big stuff's coming very, very soon.
Hopefully. We'll talk about that.
Oh, hopefully. Oh my goodness.
I got to see a commitment that we're going to keep doing this proper. That's part
I
of
thought
what
I
this is
told
about.
you I was committed.
God damn it.
We'll talk about behind the scenes.
Yeah, we will. Fucker.
Now, but another thing, no, it's become more scary with this internet, like with all the digital editing and all these apps and shit. Now, I think ITB, you remember like when I sent you that link yesterday of that 18-second video?
Yeah.
And now, I don't know what exactly it is. I'm not sure what you call it, but
AI.
people can now take videos and make it sound like you're saying something else. Like, let's say,
It's called AI, artificial intelligence.
is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. And
It'd be like if ZTB just the fuck.
yeah, it's like CTV might say like, oh, he's not into this or that, but you could make it sound like he's saying something else, like that he is into it.
It'd be like the old running joke ZTB makes about like bisexual, and someone he could literally, if he had the equipment, he could take my voice saying what beep boop beep bop, what is going on, everybody? This is the house of Chaitan. I'm here to tell you that I am actually a bisexual man. I love dick and pussy all over me.
So you're
Dick
saying
in my
that
ass.
you can get an app that can make ITB say he likes cowboy butt sex.
What
Yes.
the fuck?
And that's what's scary though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Well, the thing
Go back.
is,
because that's
Yeah,
another
they
thing.
if
will.
you
But
have if you have a big enough sample of their voice, because what it does is it samples your voice, where your inflection is, your vocal patterns, all of that. It registers the frequency of your voice,
that's true.
and then it replicates it into other words, and that's how you end up with like deep fakes. They had one of Morgan Freeman, all
But some
kinds
of
of
that's
stuff.
fucking hilarious. I like to watch Biden, Trump, and Obama play video games. It's fucking awesome.
No, but Jay, are you doing this on your laptop right now?
Yes, why?
Because I mean, to ITB, if you want to send him that clip, just by seeing it.
If you want to quit YouTube or whatever because of fear of that, I get it, man.
I
I'm
wish
not-
I
Well,
could.
no,
I'm
I
on
say
my
it's many
phone right
reasons,
now.
not just that.
well, I'm just saying, like for once, like I want everybody to just do what they want to do that makes them happy, right? Like,
Oh, I'm doing what I want to do.
then I have no discourse with you whatsoever. I think that's fantastic. I'm happy that you're happy.
It was easier to do streams back during the pandemic thing, but that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole other world right now. Like everything, like there's more money to make and all this other stuff. Like, Jesus Christ,
But,
living my life to where it's like I feel like I'm gonna die in a year or some shit.
but Charlie, if we've covered everything, then we're good.
Yeah, I believe what you call it. We've addressed everything. We've gotten difference of opinions in things and everything like that. So I think, and yeah, I still got. Wait, who's coming in now? Let's see, who is it? Oh, well, I may as well let him in since you all can learn something from this motherfucker.
Oh Jesus.
Good afternoon, YouTube.
Hold on, Lennon. Did you know that Trips is like your biggest fan?
Oh, really?
She thinks you're fucking hilarious and adorable. She finds you to be like a Keebler elf.
Hey, that's my radio. If I was a radio DJ, I would so great. I like that.
All right.
Then it goes all right. Then you have Dragon going, oh yeah.
So I know, like I said, like if we've done everything, that's cool. But I will say this: when Trips and I return to San Antonio, one of the stops we're making is to meet Lennon.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, You're coming to this state? I'm trying to get out of this state.
I would never want to stay there. It's a cesspool. I'm sorry.
I made a deal. I made a deal that we would raise Super Munchkin around family, and for some godforsaken reason, both sides of the family ended up in this area. So, but you know what? She is 17. She's 17, so we're getting there.
It could be worse. It could be Austin.
I don't blame you. I already moved out of San Antonio.
Hey, what's
Oh no, I don't live in San Antonio. It's
I love
worse.
Austin.
I don't live in Austin either. It's so
Austin's
much worse.
fuck that.
Houston,
Fuck that.
Port Arthur.
No, worse than that.
What's worse than
I
Port
live in this little place called Amarillo.
Oh shit!
Oh, it is. It is shit. The Panhandle is dick.
The canyon's the only good thing around.
It's as bad as Oklahoma.
Oh no,
Literally,
it's not. It's not quite as bad as Oklahoma. And I say that knowing, being the law student that I was, Oklahoma has some of the most backwards ass criminal laws. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. You should come to the DF Dub.
ridiculous.
I was about to say it's funny how everybody in here except ITB is Texan. ITB.
Oh no,
Texan.
I am not Texan. Let's not get that twisted. I'm not Texan. I
Yes,
ended
you
up
are.
in Texas,
You're Texan.
but I was not born here,
You're
and I am
Texan.
not from here.
You accept this.
No, I was
It's
actually
good to
born
do certain
in.
things in San Antonio, but not live here.
You should
I
move
was-
to the DF Dub. I think you'd like it.
I was actually born in Denver, Colorado,
Oh, that's not
And-
Give
bad.
me a second. I'm gonna be right
Yeah.
back.
and I
I'm
lived
coming
in. I lived in New Mexico and Kansas before I even
Y'all,
made it to Texas.
Let's take over his stream while he's gone.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll show our dicks and shit. Yeah.
Like, welcome to the House of
Right.
Jane, the biggest supporter of the gay rodeo.
He likes hard dicks.
Welcome
No, I'm
to
fucking
our-
around.
Welcome to our food cast, everybody.
Boy, I had somebody try to do that shit a couple of weeks ago. That motherfucker got put backstage before he even pulled his shit down.
ITB just said he liked hard dicks. Let's not just glance over that.
You putting words on my mouth. Now you worse than no AIs, bro.
But I just wanted to say, I did mention something earlier. I care more about my friendship with you guys off of YouTube than YouTube
Yeah,
in general.
I get that.
Yeah.
You can still enjoy YouTube though. I'm glad I've calmed down a bit. Thanks, Charlie. I needed to get this shit out. I was pissed. I was really fucking pissed.
I'll be honest with you, Lennon. I mean, I feel like I haven't been as much as a friend as I would like to you. Mostly because, like, not being able to respond as much.
That's a damn lie. Everybody sees how much you love his ass in streams and
Well,
videos.
I know that, but, like, outside of it, I'm talking about. Because I know he likes to talk through Messenger and stuff like that. And
Okay,
I'm
can
barely on.
Can I just say this? One of the reasons that I was so adamant about helping you and Charlie get back to being cool was because of how you treated Lennon, man. You were so fucking like Lennon's got a fucking disability. That shit sucks. You know what you who remind me of, Lennon? You ever watched MasterChef?
Oh,
Yes.
You know that chick that was blind that fucking kicked ass?
Uh,
You're like the little Hispanic version of her.
oh, exactly.
Adorable.
I think they're
Well,
the same
believe it or
height.
not, Monday will actually mark 1 year that I met Chase.
I'm sorry.
Is it? Is that you had the
Yes.
date on there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
that we
met-
met. But as far as when we first talked, I think I still have the stream as far as that goes.
Yeah, yeah.
I want
but
y'all to mark your
I
calendar
met
though,
you in
next year.
person on the 15th at
I want y'all to-
RCW.
I want you to
Oh,
mark your calendars though, Chase. I want you to mark your calendars. Chase,
It'll probably
year.
show up in our Facebook memories
Wait.
too. So
What's
Next
up there?
year. I want you to mark your calendars though, Chase. Next year, 5/13/24. This will be the anniversary of the day that ITB said he likes hard dicks.
I can do that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck did I just come back to? I literally come in and hear Dan say ITV likes hard dicks.
He did. He said it. So next year, on 5/13/2024, we're gonna mark that's the day a year later that ITB said he liked hard dicks.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He just said he likes hard dicks, and apparently it tasted delicious.
but
So I
Chase,
just came in an attempt to keep
I'm in the
the
same boat with Shane with ZDB be saying
God.
that he bisexual and shit.
Oh my god. Pixie, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying I just came in to try to help keep the peace levels, So
You know,
I'm gonna.
she disarmed my ass. She came in here all like I was expecting some guy like named Brutus to come in here and talking all big and heavy handed, and she was
Or
like,
Dr. Phil.
"Hi, I'm just here to talk about the comings and the days, and he wasn't very upset with you, Kevin. He was trying to explain this, and you just stay out of it.
You sound like that dude from Family Guy.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
never
Bruce.
going to catch me."
Yeah. Hey. Oh, hey.
Hey,
Well, at least you'll do it this way, because most of the times people either start assuming that I'm a child, or they start assuming I'm using some sort of voice changer. But nope, I am 38, and this is my real voice.
She's 38, and that's her real voice, Trips. That's her
She's
real
83.
voice.
When I first talked to Leonard for the first time, I thought he was like younger than he was, or someone else thought he was a girl.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what?
shit. I thought he was gonna be the of me, him, and Nihar. I thought he was gonna be the child of the group, but then come to find out he's the old man of the group. No
I
offense.
am, and I put you on y'all's place.
He did.
Oh
He
no.
did.
Remember who Pimp Daddy is around here.
Well, he
You're
did.
too short.
He did put you in your place, just like ITB likes hard dicks. I'm never gonna let that die.
ITB's shooting the finger right now.
Oh,
Bye,
my goodness.
Pixie.
All right, love
Pixie.
you. You need all your
Bye.
pixels, later days,
Bye-bye.
all that good
Thank
stuff.
You, thank you.
So ITB
yeah.
about these hard dicks.
Yeah. So about that.
No, I ain't
But-
say
but
nothing
no.
about hard.
How many do you bring when you go
I said
camping?
about showing my dick.
Yeah. How many does he? Do you put him on the grill?
Something I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to step away because I got my package came in for my mother for
Oh,
Mother's Day. So
Oh,
happy
yeah,
early Mother's Day to all
Your
the
package came
mothers
in?
and also
Your
all the
package
milfs
came in?
out there that I
Didn't you
probably
already
want
have
to
your
fornicate
package?
with.
69.
Sorry, I just had to say that. All you,
Didn't you already
yeah,
have
all
your
you milfs
package?
out there, call me.
Didn't you already have your package?
Well, not
I
just
Yeah.
that.
want to hear anything about you and Charlie's package.
Yeah, we all know you think about it, and all that. Like even when you were with Mason, you were still thinking about it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, you see the giggle. You see the giggling. He's trying to act all like, oh, I didn't say that. But, excuse me, I wasn't thinking about
Will you
it.
leave him alone? I'm gonna have Chase slap you.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you this, Shane. Let me just say this: like, would you be willing to go camping with Lennon?
Oh, is it because of the picture, the Broke by a Mountain-esque picture I have right now?
I'm going to
I'll say,
take
are you-
my horse.
Let's say this:
to
like,
the
let's say you go
old
camping with
town
Lennon, and then the next day you wake up with your pants down and his cane up your ass. Would you tell anybody?
Oh, I would.
Oh my
never
god,
do that.
I remember you've asked
I
that
would
question
never do
before.
that.
No, well, first off, I would I don't go camping with anybody. Last time I went camping was fuck. It's been,
You want to go camping with Dan?
See, I'm a city boy now. I'm going RV camping. Check your messages, Charles.
Oh yeah,
Charles.
I
Oh,
didn't know you had RV.
camping, but I've been hunting before.
How fancy, Charles. Ah,
If I
But
come
yeah.
down to San Antonio, we should set up some sort of like ghost adventure where we all go in an RV and fucking try to spend the night and record this shit.
But yeah, but Chase, to go ahead and kind of respond to what you were saying. Hey, all I care is about our friendship. I know you have a job and everything. I mean, so it's all good. Don't feel bad.
Holy shit. Think about this. Charlie, this is coming full circle. Remember
What?
You remember when we met? It was because of fucking Lennon.
Oh yeah.
Because I defended Lennon.
Oh, so it's all my fault.
And then I exposed him for being a fraud.
Shut the
Wait,
fuck
wait,
up,
wait, wait.
Charlie. We're having a moment. Fuck.
I know, but I'm saying it's funny how all this comes full circle back to how we started and how we're at now.
I was the reason why many of you guys met many of the people that are either still with y'all till this day or not with y'all till this.
Which Lennon, and I'll say this because I'm going to end it right after this. We can still talk backstage for a little bit. I still got 29 minutes to kill. I've already taken a shower, so I'm already halfway dressed. But what do you call it? Like Lennon has told me in the past, like when we've had these conversations regarding this, Len could confirm this. He apologized for like introduced to me to certain people, but I've told him, I said, don't apologize, because even the bad eggs that I've met, it's led me to meet other people. If I didn't meet this guy, I may not have met Dan. I may not have met ITB. I may not have met Paige. I may not have met even Big Boy or this, that, and the third.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, it's just the idea of, what you did basically led to a chain reaction, good and bad, that led to some people I consider close friends, what have you on here.
Yeah.
How did I meet you again? I forgot.
Me?
In a bad way.
No, we met. I know we were doing the Outcast a lot, but and we were friends on Facebook and all that, but I can't remember exactly how when we exactly met.
All I remember is he did a Truth About You video.
No, yeah, but this was way before we were.
Like the first time I ever like talked to him like on a stream or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Like the closest I could say, oh my god, closest I could say is that he was one of the mainstays as far as guests concerned on the Outcast for a good amount of time, especially when there was me and Tom.
Walmart brand, mainstays.
So it's just the idea of
He's
hey,
a Walmart brand now, guys.
What?
Mainstays.
Macy's?
No, you said mainstays. So I said you're a Walmart brand now.
Oh, you heard that, Big Boy? He called you a Walmart brand. What do you think about that?
I don't mind it.
See, that's how they should be handled, like I can see, like all that.
Well, see, you brought it full circle at the end. Just like IT liking big dicks.
Well, you could have put dicks. It's not gonna censor. You're censoring yourself. I ain't gonna censor you for putting that.
I'm a classy motherfucker, all right?
And I could literally change. I forgot. I could change it too if I really wanted to. But
Are you gonna end it?
Yes. Thank you. So yeah, I believe we've got everything. We got everything said. We had people the opportunity to say their piece, and it surprisingly was handled good. So I'm and all that. But like I said at the beginning of this, if people see this later, and I'm talking about friends of mine or people that are closely get mad at anything I'm saying, I'm just going to say this. If you want to talk to me and have a adult conversation, you can hit me up on Discord or Messenger, wherever you have me. If I'm available, I'll be at work, so I may not be too available. But the point of the matter is, and if you just want to be like, oh, well, fuck this guy, I'm going to block him just for doing that, then I look at it a way that you aren't really a friend.
Yeah, it's your choice what you do in everyday life.
We're not telling people like at the end of it, we're not telling people how they should run their shit or how they should do this, but we also want to be known that some stuff people said needs to be addressed and is fucked up. Like so it's just the idea of that, And like I said, this is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure Dan and Lynn doesn't even do this shit. I'm
over the shit. So
yeah.
I just barely noticed that Dan changed his name.
Oh, so this is the one and only time we're gonna address it. So if anybody makes videos or streams, then do you? Yeah. But as far as we're concerned, we are we said what we need to say, and that's it. So with that, I like to thank. There's a lot of people commenting, so I'm not going to go in and thank everybody for commenting. Make sure to check out the Exile Outcasts every Friday, and whatever else I do, make sure you turn notifications on, because again, you never know when I'm going live. But something I want to add before I go, I am debating, and I'm still, and maybe the next stream will be the test. I'll say it right now. I will keep the StreamYard link in the public thing, but I'm going to have one rule. If that rule gets violated once, if somebody comes in and we're not even talking about anything, we're just talking about whatever, and this, that, or if you can't ignore it, then I'm going to be selective on who I bring in from that point forward. So if I want to bring in, for example, Tricky, because we love talking about movies and FX and TV shows and all that. If I just want to have Tricky in there to have a conversation, or even Tricky and Dan, and all that. And we have a 3-way conversation about this, about whatever, then I will do that. But I would like the respect of if you're coming in these open houses from this point forward, you understand that we may talk about whatever, but there's common decency know that we're not going to be like, oh yeah, fuck this guy, fuck that guy. You heard what he did.
No drama allowed.
Yeah.
It's basically what he's
If it's just jaw jacking back and forth, having fun, shooting the shit with each other, like saying that Lennon was thinking about my package while he was with Mason, that's fine and dandy. But if it's like something else like that, or any innuendos or nicknames or this, that, and the third, I'm not going to put up with that shit. So
it's basically no dumb shit. If I come on here, I want to laugh and have fun, but mostly laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So with that, I bid you all adieu.
And y'all,
ITV's pissed off right now.
ladies and men,
I'm
guys,
not.
happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
And happy Mother's Day to all the single milfs out there. And if you need a father figure for at least one night, call me.
Hold on 1 second. I have one more name edit.
Oh yeah, father figure. Uh-huh.
One more. and
Yeah,
then you can
father
close it.
figure. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you'll become the father figure if you have them call you.
That's why I make sure she's on birth control, have her tubes tied. Or
I thought you were
pull
getting a
out-
vasectomy or some shit.
I still of the currently 54 women, I'm still shocked that I've only gotten one pregnant. I'm proud of myself.
Dang, you kept track.
You're still live.
I'll be honest though. I mean, I actually made a list back when I was younger of like women I've been with, and it went up to about 20. But after that, I just stopped.
Okay.
I have a list, and it has like majority of them have names either and grades. But if I don't really remember them by name, especially the one I sent, I don't fucking jot down their name.
It feels weird. Like I can remember the first time, and then the last time.
Random
all the
chick
rest of
one,
between,
random chick
it's
two.
like-
That's basically what I put.
You're still live.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. Which one?
That's like I was just we just tagged all that. But anyway, guys, yeah. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the single myths. Call me if you need some
No, don't
some
call
good
him.
loving for a couple of hours.
No.
Unless you're like really fat, because he's the fat chick slayer. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, because the single mothers need love it or need attention too. And anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Until next time, ta for now. Peace, guys.
Peace.